Hi guys, welcome back to my channel Lush Foliage. In today's video we are going to be talking a little bit about caladiums, but before that I just wanted to show you something that happened. I'm not very sure what exactly went wrong over here. It looks like either something has fallen on the leaf or something has taken a bite. Here you can see it's much more visible. There are kind of 4 bite marks. Definitely not my dog and definitely not mealybugs, because mealybugs do not make holes in the leaves. They basically just suck up the juices from the plants. They do not make holes in the plant, so I'm not very sure. I have to keep a close watch on it. You can see looks like either something fell on it or something has taken a bite, so I have to do a proper check what exactly is going on, because my dog is not going to reach to the place where this pot is kept, so she is not guilty. Now guys, I wanted to talk a little bit about caladiums. Now ideally caladiums in my city, they tend to go dormant from November until March end till April first week, and after which the tubers start to sprout out leaves. But I'm not very sure, for some reason this caladium started to grow in the month of Jan itself. I will put up the image on 9th of Jan. This was the first leaf that I had seen. Now there is a mistake what a lot of people tend to do is, the moment they see a new plant growing, never ever repot a plant, especially when the plant is not in its growing period. For example, this caladium is not in its growing period right now. It is going to start growing, or the tubers will start sprouting from March end on April onwards, and by November, end of November, the caladiums tend to completely drop all the leaves and go dormant. But for some reason, probably this tuber found ideal conditions in order to grow, and that's why it started to put out leaves. So the mistake over here, what a lot of people tend to do is, the moment they see any plant like this, they immediately go ahead and repot. Never repot a plant which is not in its growing season, because if I'm going to repot this plant, there is a high chance that the plant will start to drop all of the leaves. Probably it might go into a shock, and it will be very difficult for the plant to recover back again. I know it is very tempting to take out the plant and give it a separate pot, but that can turn out to be a little bit dangerous. So whenever you have a situation like this wherein a plant is growing out of its dormant stage, it's always better to leave the plant alone, let the plant grow. Now probably I'll wait until March end or even April first or second week. I will wait until April and then I might do a repotting for it. Right now I'm just going to leave it as it is. I do not want to interfere with it. Probably it has got very comfortable in this pot, and the spot where it is kept, because it's kept right at the corner, and probably it found the environment very appropriate in order to put out the growth even during the dormant period. While most of my other caladiums are still dormant, there is no single growth on them, but this one was a little bit special. Even my Calathea is putting out a little bit of new growth, even though it has been a little bit damaged, but I definitely have to keep a watch what exactly is going on, or what is made that hole onto the leaves. But overall I would say, if you have a plant that is growing during the dormant period, please do not fidget around with it. I would say do not add any fertilizers as well. Just let the plant be on its own, because in this pot as well, I haven't added any fertilizers. I just use pond water. I haven't added any compost tea or anything in that, because I'm not very sure, because both of the Calathea and the caladiums are dormant during the winter. So I had not added any kind of fertilizers, but even there was a good amount of growth on it. So I'm just going to leave it as it is. So guys, that's all about it. I hope that this video was helpful to you. If it was, please hit the like button. And if you're new to my channel, please consider subscribing to it. Until then, take care, stay safe and keep planting.